Welcome, and thank you for joining us for another one of Mike and Billy's Whiskey Reviews. This is Billy.
Mike, not wearing a button-up, sexy as fuck.
Try to keep it casual today for really nice whiskey. The Macallan Rare Cask.
Look at the presentation.
One of the gems of the 1824 series, which the 1824 series is a series of non-age statements from Macallan. And the Macallan is the Rolls-Royce of whiskey distilleries in the world. Their whiskey nearby. Their whiskeys are the best in the world. They charge the most for them, a little bit overpriced sometimes.
Dude,
but
they are putting some shit into the
fill
presentation.
that bottle. Now, the Macallan Rare Cask is a non-age statement whiskey or a NAS whiskey. So there are older whiskeys, there are younger whiskeys in it, and the blend of those whiskeys kind of make it the whiskey what it is. So, really nice bottle, really thick glass.
Gorgeous.
See how thick that is?
Yeah.
Also, this is one of the thickest corks you'll ever feel. Feel that. This reminds me of the Glenmorangie Signet. I almost think the Macallan, oh, you smell it, Cherry. Macallan copied off the Glenmorangie Signet because for a non-age statement whiskey to charge what they do for it, you have to make the presentation extremely nice. And this is a really nice presentation. So let me tell you a little bit about the Rare Cask. It's 43% ABV. There is no age statement, as I mentioned earlier.
Can I stop you?
Good.
Where is this manufactured? Where is this made?
The whiskey?
Yeah.
Speyside. It's a Highland malt.
Speyside. Okay.
It's a Highland malt, North Highland Speyside. This is our first Macallan we've done on camera. I've done many Macallans. I believe this is your first.
Oh my God. This
And it specializes in sherried whiskeys that are so good.
immediately reminds me of Christmas when my mother would get the chocolate covered cherries.
Oh yeah, you get all that. So before we get into the nosing, let me tell you a little bit about the 1842 series. One, it's all naturally colored whiskeys. So we know this is all natural color. They didn't color it at all. It's all Macallans. On top of that, the Macallan, known for their sherry matured whiskeys, and I believe this is only sherry matured. And these are made in batches from 16 different barrels. All sherry cask. And all it says is a high percentage of them is first fill. So what that should mean is super dark sherry notes, a little bit of that sulfury sherry note since it's a first fill. And I imagine some of the younger whiskeys make up the majority of the first fill casks. Aside from that, we know that the Macallan distillery has hundreds of thousands of cask aging, and this supposedly is made with only the top 1% of casks. So they pick 16 casks to make this blend, young and old, a lot of first fill sherry. And this is, again, a huge distillery and renowned for making really good whiskeys.
The smell is just, my goodness.
If you're familiar with Macallans, this smells like a Macallan. To me, this is a lot like a Macallan 18 with more spice because it does have some French oak cask to give it a little bit more spiciness.
Some spice.
The Macallan 18 is smoother and more even to where this is spicier. You know, it's almost like it's like 50% Macallan 18, 40% Macallan 25, and 10% Macallan cask strength, which was a 10-year-old whiskey. If any of you know of those three whiskeys, I get all three of those in here. Let's get the color. Since this is all natural color, man, it's caramel. Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely an amber color.
And this is, there's no added color, you're saying?
Yeah, and Macallans never add color to any of their whiskeys. It's part of their prestige. It's like Ardbeg. Ardbeg and Macallan, I think, at least what it seems like here in the States, they're the most expensive whiskeys for the money, for the age statement. Because this is a $300 bottle and doesn't even give you an age statement on it. That's expensive for a non-age statement.
Smell that. It's gorgeous.
God, it's so fruity.
Oh.
Figs, dates.
Nothing but love in there.
Oh, man, that is good.
I can't wait. I'm going to just take a little. I feel like we need to.
Yeah, cheers to that. Look how thick that is. Look how thick the legs are. Look how slow they run. That's that Oloroso sherry cask. Just dripping. You thought the Glenfarclas 25 was good whiskey. That's heaven in your mouth right there, isn't it?
I think a little. I think I got a little tear.
Woo! I told you like the Macallan. This is your first Macallan, isn't it? I remember my first Macallan. Life-changing experience.
This makes me angry.
You didn't know about this one?
I have been wasting money on cheap beer and vodka. I could have been drinking this the whole time.
It is one of my favorite. This is a very polarizing whiskey. Some people who are huge Macallan fans think, oh, it's not a Macallan 18 because it's more expensive than Macallan 18. It should be just as smooth. But that's not what it's trying to do. There's spice. There's dark chocolate. There's dark oranges, like a blood orange covered in chocolate.
Tomorrow morning, I'm getting the date tattooed on me that I drank this. This is literally...
I told you it's fantastic.
This is mother's milk.
So good.
This is mother's milk.
So good. And you know what's nice about this is you can tell like the zestiness of a young whiskey. So if you ever had the Macallan cask strength, like that 60%, 10-year-old cask strength whiskey, that had a punch and a zest to it that this whiskey has, but just the remembrance of it.
There's like dark chocolatey.
Oh, but a lot of the Macallan 18 and a little bit of the spiciness and the oakiness of the Macallan 12. So it was to be my guess. Since it's more than the 18, I would say the average age of this is probably around 20 years old.
Oh my God, really?
But it's only sherry cask. Oh yeah, this is good whiskey. You can tell there's some really old Macallan in here. Some 25, 30-year-old Macallan.
I'm not as familiar with the Macallans as you are. This is amazing.
Amazing.
Literally want to pour it in my pee hole.
So Macallan does the sherried whiskeys extremely well. To me, there's four. If you like a sherried whiskey, Glendronach, Aberlour, Glenfarclas. But if you really love a sherried whiskey, the Macallan 12, the Macallan 18, and the Macallan 25 in this rare cask are fantastic whiskeys if you can afford them.
It's stupid good. Like, it's literally... I'm angry that I'd have just tried this now at 44 years old.
I told you I was bringing a gem. Nothing but the hits. Nothing but the hits for you guys.
You weren't playing. We haven't done a video for almost 2 months. He's like, we're going to hit it hard.
The next 8-9 videos we already have planned, and we're doing good whiskeys. We're coming hard and heavy. Let's get this last sip in.
Put water in that?
Even when it's just setting in your mouth, there's just such a sweetness to it. It's just, oh my God, there's like a florally weird thing going on a little bit.
Dessert.
Yeah.
Dessert. I just feel like it's Christmas, and you've already ate the big meal, and I don't give a shit what dessert it is.
Doesn't
just
matter.
Dessert.
It's sugary.
Sugary, candied.
You've done the savory thing. Now you're doing the decadent thing.
This is why I actually enjoy this more than the Macallan 18, just slightly, because it weaves in and out of that young and that old. It almost takes you on a little bit of a journey. Every sip is a little bit different, and Macallan 18 is a great whiskey. It has many layers, smooth, but you know what to expect by now. This one here, if you like a Macallan 18 but want a little bit spicier, a little bit zestier, man, this is a hard one to pass up on.
You know what I want to do with this?
Get another one?
Well, Bobby, the very first thing I want to do is get a girlfriend. And then I want to take this and I want to rub her down with it, like I'm bathing her with the whiskey. And then I just want to lick everything where it's touched.
Sounds like a perfect first date.
Yeah.
Perfect first date.
Yeah. Fuck going to the pool. Get this.
Oh, so good. What else do I want to say about this? We're going to bring you more Macallans. Macallan, if you're a whiskey fan, you know what the Macallan is. Fantastic whiskeys. North Highlands, Speyside whiskey. 43% ABV, natural colored. I believe it is chill filtered. A few things about the Macallan. Macallan, so when the whiskey goes through their stills, they call the percentage they take of it the cut.
Yep.
And Macallan only takes 16%, which is the smallest cut.
Why is that?
Of any distillery. I don't know. They don't say. I tried. It's probably
What do
something.
they do with the other?
Discard it.
Throw it away.
So they only take the top 16% of the alcohol itself. Then they put it into the best sherry casks money can buy. They have a deal with like people in Jerez, Spain or something like that. But Macallan will spend more on casks than anyone else. They take the finest portion of the spirit out there. And really, they can't keep their whiskey in stock. They've gone to a bunch of these non-age statement whiskeys simply because they're that popular. And it's that good. But this is your first Macallan. Super happy. I have more to bring in. We got the Macallan 21.
I can't thank you enough.
The Macallan 18. We're bringing you the hits.
I kind of wish my mom was here right now so I could hug her.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is
So, here's. Oh, you got the gem now. You took that from me. I'm giving this the same thing I gave the Glenfarclas 25 and the Glendronach 18. I'm giving it a 91 out of 100.
I don't even know. Like, if that's 91 out of 100, what? This is a fucking 100.
We may not ever find it. You want to go 92?
It's gotta be out there.
If you want to go 92, go 92.
It's ridiculously good. I wish I could pour this into your face.
It's a great whiskey. Is it overpriced? Probably.
Who cares? It's delicious.
$300 American. If you're ordering offline,
it could be 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's a great presentation. If you have like a centerpiece, like you have I have a whiskey bar at my house. Yeah. This isn't my best whiskey, but I put it in the center because it's beautiful presentation. It's a tall glass. Sexy. It's got weird lines to it, but it's got those traditional Macallan shoulders at the top, so it's easy to grab.
It reminds me of like an Emmy, like someone wearing a tuxedo.
Like I won this. Yeah. I won this.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I did one. I won my fantasy football league, won $300, and I said, I'm going to spend it all on whiskey, and this was the whiskey I got.
Genius.
So I kind of did win it.
Look,
thank you, America.
If we're going to keep doing this, because this costs a lot of money for us to do this, and we're not even monetized yet. We need to be monetized.
We need likes and clicks.
Sub, you got to like, you got to share. We don't want to do clickbait. Don't make us do that.
Nope.
We're going to set up a Patreon soon so you guys can donate money for us to buy whiskeys with. We love you guys. We're doing this for you, mainly for us to get drunk. Yeah. But we're doing it for you.
Not all the way true.
And we love you. We want to keep doing this, but it's a lot of money out of our pockets, and we're not rich people.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna spend it anyway. I'm gonna drink in front of you. So it's coming for another one Mike and Billy's whiskey reviews. And as always,
drink.
Happy drinking.
Happy drinking.
Happy drinking. Good night.